Howdy, y'all. It's your favorite local fruitcake, Austin Chase. He's coming back with another live poem reading. This one is called My Future, and essentially it will be a full year since I've had my HIV diagnosis coming up this Friday. And it's just how things started and how they're currently going. So, my future. The world handed me a word and expected me to wear it like a scarlet letter, as if 3 letters could swallow an entire person whole. HIV. Suddenly, strangers became historians of a life they never lived, writing chapters about me with ink made from assumptions. They saw a diagnosis and missed the poet, the friend, the gym rat who carries too much and complains too little, the man who still stops to admire tiger lilies as though they were painted just for him. I learned quickly that stigma is loud. It sounds like doors closing before you can knock, like questions disguised as concern, like silence where compassion should have lived. For a while, I mistook their fear for a reflection, started searching mirrors for the monster they promised was staring back. But mirrors can lie when they're polished with someone else's prejudice, because the truth is this: my blood is not my character. My diagnosis is not my morality. My medication every morning is not a punishment. It's a beautiful promise that I intend to keep living. And living, it turns out, is a beautiful act of defiance because eventually I realized stigma is just fear wearing someone else's face. It belongs to whispered conversations, outdated headlines, and people who confuse ignorance for certainty. It does not belong to me. I am still the person who laughs too hard at bad jokes, who loves deeply, who writes pieces of himself onto paper hoping someone else feels a little less alone. The only thing that changed was my understanding of how fragile compassion can be when it has never been tested. Some people will hold your diagnosis like evidence of a horrendous crime. Others will give you a hug that temporarily keeps you together. Learning the difference saved me months of trying to be sat at tables that were never set for me. So now, I leave the door open for those willing to learn, and I stop chasing those determined not to. Because I have carried this long enough to know, a virus can live in the body without ever touching the soul, and shame only survives if I agree to keep feeding it. I have more important things to grow: joy, hope, my future that refuses to make itself smaller for someone else's comfort. And I'm gonna keep on living. So I'm gonna let my haters continue to hate, and life gets better. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'm glad that you are here. Take care now. Bye-bye.